Okay, here we go. So time to adjust a few things. So one moment. Okay. Oh. So we're gonna get serious now. We're gonna get serious now. Okay, so I have my cards. Oops. Ooh, I hit the table. Okay. All right. So we have. Probably need to move that. Oh, my coffee. Move over there. Oh, now it's left a tiny puddle of condensation. Let me clean that up before I accidentally get stuff on it. Thank you for your patience as you waited for me to eat and all that, but it is fun to catch up too, especially because I was talking to another streamer about this, but I don't do just chatting streams. Um, I don't see the point because I feel like we're just chatting all the time. So yeah, I do not do streams that are just chatting, and so I feel like these moments are good for like, oh well, here we are chatting, you know. So okay, so I have this ink, which seems to still be okay. Some of it spilled out the edge a little bit, but that's all right. I'll just have to make sure I clean off the lid. So this is the, oh yeah, it dried up quite a bit, so we'll have to be careful. It's tumbling time blue. Just means it's been too long since we last played. Boing boing, hello, welcome, welcome. It's a Talmesia, right? Welcome, welcome. Every stream is a just chatting stream if chat is distracting enough. Yes, and especially if your streamer is neurodivergent and very easily distracted. Oh my gosh, y'all see how easily distracted I am all the time. Like, it's just amazing that I function. And immediately spilled coffee on myself. That's okay because the shirt I'm wearing is brown. So nope, it doesn't matter. Dang it, you can see it. No. Oh. Well. Sheesh. Okay. So I'm trying to get my hands. Oh. Do I have my? Okay. Let me go get my pen. Show me a streamer that is not easily distracted, and I'll see a liar. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this summer. Welcome, welcome. Hi, welcome in. Sigilyu and ooh, actually, is it Luri? Lowry? Because I think when I tuned into your stream last time, I didn't actually hear you say your own name. Hello, hello. Please do not hesitate to correct me if I say your names wrong. Oh, it was very important to me. I'm really bad with names. Just trying to do better about like using people's names when I see them come in. I forget. Okay. What are we doing? Oh gosh, that did not help. That looks like Laurie, and I don't think that's right. Okay, we are playing the Hourglass Sings after 40 minutes of me putzing around and eating spaghetti. Actually, it wasn't spaghetti, it was cavatappi pasta, actually, must correct. Yes, I am very easily distracted. It isn't. Okay, where was I? So we had Sir Gwyneth, and then the child promising to spaghetti with extra steps. That's true. Anything can be spaghetti if you like think hard enough. Makes note to say my own name next time. Yeah, well, you probably did, and I just didn't hear it because I came in, I think, several minutes after your stream started. So it was like, it's fine. And then there's things that, you know, I am a fantasy reader, and so I'm used to reading things, and I don't hear the name in my own head because who knows how those names are supposed to be pronounced, you know? Okay. All right. So I promised that I would help these kids learn how to use the sword so that Sir Gwyneth won't be disappointed in them. That's where we were. Anything can be spaghetti if you're bad enough at cooking everything but spaghetti. Oh no. My cat is here right on cue. Hello, cat. Please don't tear my skirt. I'll be really mad. If you pull hard enough, you're right. If you pull hard enough, everything is actually spaghetti. Okay, so let me see. Let me open up. I have the rules. Why did I? Oh, there it is. Hello, cats. Yes, yes, you already have my attention. What else do you want from me? Stop, stop. That is my skirt. This is my morning witch skirt. If you tear a hole in it, I'm gonna stop, stop, stop. Oh, now you're just stuck in my chair. See, this is what you did. You did this to yourself. You did this to yourself. You got your own claw stuck. I'm not gonna help you. Look what you did. That's what you get. Let that be some negative reinforcement for you. I'm not gonna help you. You figure it out. No, no. Oh my god, cat. I'm telling you, if you tear my morning witch skirt. So for those of you that are relatively new to my streams, my cat, pretty much as soon as I start streaming, like, or like doing anything really at this computer, my cat takes it as a sign to, ah, yes. So that means that you can give me attention now, yes? Attention now, yes? Petting, yes? If you... Hang on, I need to show you all this skirt because it's really cute. And then I feel like then you'll understand why I'm getting mad at him. Stop! Stop it! Stop it! Stop. No, no, don't give me the cute eyes. No, stop. Goodness gracious. No. Yes, you're very cute. Uh-huh. No. Okay. You done? Are you quite done, sir? I'm telling you, if you tear my skirt, I'll be so mad at you. I might not speak to you for a whole hour. Okay, anyway, this is the skirt. It's really cute. So you'll see why I don't want him to rip a hole in it. Stop! Oh my god, please. Okay, well, see, now I'm glad we started early. I have nothing after this. We've got no deadline. I'm just gonna play. It is very cute, hence why I do not want my cat to tear a hole in it with his super sharp claws. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! You can't treat me like this. I literally rescued you off the street. I put you in a box and took you home when you were 3 months old. You can't treat me like this. Oh my gosh. It is very cute. Hence why I do not want him ripping a hole in it. And I should have changed because I usually change into like kind of loungewear pajama type clothes when I'm at home, but I did not have time and he is taking advantage. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Anyways, here we are. Where? Ow. My goodness, this cat. Yes. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Where did we leave off? So I think last time we finished a turn. Yeah, because the very last one I did was hero, and if I remember right, the gameplay goes in order. It goes town, darkness, then hero. Let me go back. Uh-huh. Yeah. Let me double. Yeah, town, then the dark, then the hero. Okay, all right. So we're going to just pick up with the town poll. I have all my cards, which I kept exactly the same, and that's why in the last stream I decided to do the moon rings digitally, so I could have like a digital set of cards, because I did not want to disturb the juju of this deck. So these are the cards that I've already done. I'll just put those off to the side, and these are the cards that I still have not done. Street cat can't be stopped. Yeah, no, exactly. That is the problem right there. Yes. Yes, I know. You are very cute. Yeah. Goodness gracious. I wish there was a way I could show y'all my cat without doxing myself. Oh well. I have two. He is just the more ornery one. My other cat would never. What? What am I waiting for? Why are we waiting? You are a burb. It makes so much sense now. Oh no. It's a Sylvester Tweety situation. Am I Tweety? No. Oh, he's looking at me. His eyes are all cute. Stop. See, when I'm not streaming, he wants nothing to do with me. That's the thing. He only cares about me when I'm busy. No, I do not perceive. He's behind me now. I'm not going to look. Okay, so we're going to draw and see what we get. And then we'll go from there. Okay, okay, so we're at the town. Queen of clubs, right? These are clubs, not spades. I always get the clubs and the spades mixed up. This is Queen of clubs. Oh, we got King of clubs last time, and now we have Queen of clubs. You just have to pretend to stream. He knows the difference. Like this morning when I was sitting at my computer playing Vintage Story, he left me alone. He knows. Somehow, he just knows. Stop. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, so Queen of clubs. Let's see what that is. You're definitely his Oshi. Shouldn't he be nicer to me if I'm his Oshi? Or is it clubs? Give him a plush keyboard to sit on, see if it changes. He doesn't want to sit on my keyboard. He just wants to claw at me. Probably because you are talking a lot more than when you're not streaming. No, but I was playing a game. I was talking with somebody. I was also even on the phone while I was sitting here. I don't know what it is. Well, it probably makes noise when he wants attention. I see. That makes a lot of sense, though. Give him a plush keyboard. But he doesn't... See, my cats have never really sat on my keyboard. That's not so much of a problem. They just... This one in particular just likes to claw at me when I'm sitting at my computer chair. Hello. Have you met Twitch viewers? Their Oshi is the one who gets the most flag. Oh my god, that's so true. But that's how kids are, too. Everyone... The kids... You know, they pranked me. They hit me with water balloons on field day. And I'm the only teacher that got pelted with water balloons. And they're like, it's because we love you. And we know you can take it. So their love translates to me getting dunked on constantly. So yeah, Oshi culture is pretty much the same. Okay, Queen of Clubs, a rite of passage. Describe something that shows a tradition, belief, or event. Ooh. Actually, that's perfect for what we have. Okay, cannot remember the names of these characters. Did I write them down? I don't think I did. We have the child, which doesn't have a name. Then we have, is it Canby? I think he's the other kid. Canby and Yggdra. Canby is fine. It's Yggdra that we promised to train because Yggdra lost the sparring match. I let your dice do that for me. Yes, there's no need to bully me because my luck speaks for itself. My luck is bad enough. Okay, let's see. So, rite of passage. Okay, I think I got it. Let me try to swirl this ink. Some of it has solidified pretty badly to the bottom. I'll do the best I can. I really should have been good and just put the rest of it back into the bottle, but okay. Okay. Rite of passage. I just gotta put it in the microwave for a quarter minute. I assume that's a really bad idea. Yeah. I don't want to be microwaving my fountain pen ink. Alright, so I'm gonna take a few minutes to write and then I'll read it to y'all. I found iron in Vintage Story. Nice! Congratulations. Not all in Sir Gwyneth's. Ooh, have I been writing in present tense? Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Really should play Vintage Story. A friend bought it for me, but their server has so many mods, I kind of bounced right off. Oh, our server also has like 70 something mods on it, but I think they're mostly for, some of them are really mundane. So if you ever want to play with us, you can. We have a pretty friendly server, nice and chill. Does have a lot of mods though. Just for quality of life, you know? Yeah, my Discord server, we have our own Vintage Story server for everyone. All the polygons. Okay. Yeah, I really just need to like try it solo for an hour. Yeah, understandable. The friends recently were cool. And Shrouded looks really cool. It's really big right now. It turns around and squires nowhere to be. Is fantastic in the survival craft genre. Oh, that's good to know. To check it out one of these days. Do I want this to happen right now? Where's my, It reminded me that I overslept and forgot to get on VS. Yeah, that's okay. It happens. Sleep is important. Okay, I need my oracle. Do. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. Okay. That's what I got so far. Let me put this down. Okay, so every child who wishes to be a squire must go through a rite of passage in order to even dream of being chosen. They must first be fit, of course, but then they must best the other would-be squires in simulated combat. It was not at all in Sir Gwyneth's mind to think that the squire he chose and trained would lose to a complete novice. What would other knights think of him? The very thought fills Sir Gwyneth with mortification. Still, he never meant to leave Yggdra behind. He had only been shocked and a little dismayed in the moment. Feeling a little foolish, Sir Gwyneth turns around, but his squire is nowhere to be seen. Worrying about what could have happened to them, Sir Gwyneth frantically gallops through the town in search of them. Little does he know that there is someone watching his every move. Someone who decides to startle his horse, into dropping him. I think we're gonna leave that there. We have the okay. Draw my little horizontal rule. Okay, so that happened. Poor Sir Gwyneth. Ugh, okay. So now we are on the dark. Which, if you don't remember, is that little wooden toy monkey, which looks like this. Okay, so please do not think of all those creepy, scary ones that y'all keep posting in the Discord. This is what the monkey looks like, okay? Just maybe a slightly more fantasy version. This is the monkey. He's cute and a little misunderstood. That's all. 3 of spades. I would need to focus the camera, but it's my Howl's Moving Castle set. Alright. 3 of spades. Poor monkey, I know. The longer it's been since the time loop reset, the bigger and scarier actions should be. We haven't reset at all. How many turns has it been? Only the 3rd turn, right? Yeah, this is only the 3rd turn. I think we're okay. Doesn't have to be too bad yet. So 3. Ooh. Through grief, shielded. Okay, I know exactly what to write. Oops. Tilted. This hurts me to write, just so you know. I'm feeling really sad about this. Like, I'm worried. I'm. Okay. Believe so. Okay. The monkey gazes upon Sir Gwyneth from the shadows, watching as he returns to search for his squire. But that can't be right. What's more important to a knight than honor? The knight can't return to find the squire who embarrassed him, or else why would the monkey's child have left them behind? It cannot be that some are fated for happiness and redemption, while others must be forgotten and abandoned. The monkey reaches out with its wooden paw, and the will-o-wisps follow, startling Sir Gwyneth's horse. The gleaming armored knight crashes to the ground. There is a pool of red beneath him, slowly expanding as the horse runs away. Sir Gwyneth has been abandoned, too. The monkey hovers above him, and if it could, it might have let out a pitying wail. But it was not made for sound or music, only to watch forever with unclosing eyes. The knight has been abandoned. The squire must know of the pain that comes from a realization all too late. But when the monkey turns, both the children are already there. With a soundless growl, the monkey leaps forward at the child. The foolish squire Yggdra moves to shield the child, but the monkey is faster. There's a line of red where the monkey clawed at the child's torso. A clattering noise, something hitting the ground. A music box which opens and plays. Well. Yeah, well. So we opened the music box and it played this song. And then here we go. So then we go back, which is just in time for the child's entry. Yeah, so that happened. Yeah, I knew as soon as I saw grief and shielded. That's what inspired me, because they tried to shield the child, didn't quite work. The monkey was just sort of overcome by grief. Yeah. So we're going to reset time. It's only been one day, but we're going to go ahead and reset time just to show. So now the child knows that that's what happens when we play the music from the music box, is that time resets. So even though it's a little early, we're going to go ahead and reset time. Also because the series of events like inadvertently led to Sir Gwyneth's death, and so we're going to see if we can fix that. Yeah. So didn't even get the chance to teach, to train with Yggdra or anything like that. Or they did a little bit off screen. So basically these last three scenes overlap a little bit. But basically Sir Gwyneth was looking around all over town for Yggdra and couldn't find them because Yggdra was actually in the forest and had already left town to go train. And so there's like a good chunk of time in between, so there's some overlap here. And so then this is after, so the children were coming back to town like, look, we trained, I got it now, let's show Sir Gwyneth, and then this happened. So I'm only explaining this because once we go back in time, we're not really going to see that POV, so that's what I have in my head, is that's what happened off screen during these last two entries, and now we're going back to the hero's POV. Okay. Yeah. I can already tell this is going to make me very emotional, this game. Like, yeah. Yeah. Kind of right at the very beginning. So now we're going back to the hero's turn. Hope y'all enjoyed the little music box tune. I think that is the one that I chose. I can't remember, but it never came up. So if I chose a different one, it's fine. That's the one we're going to use now. Okay, so let's see what our entry is for How Dare This Game is the one writing it. Listen, there's prompts though. I have to go based on what the prompts inspire in me. It's not my fault these prompts are so sad. What am I supposed to do? The prompt was grief. It's not my fault. How dare. Yeah, I can say how dare. It didn't give me a happy prompt. It didn't say, make the villain very happy. Wee-hee. And before Hime gaslights us by playing a different music box every time. I mean, I only have so many music box tunes, so I would run out. Okay, 6 of hearts. Oh. This is a sad picture, too, because this is like, my own kind attacked me today. You know, hack wizards who turn themselves into monsters for the king. Did I mention that I really love House Moving Castle? Okay, yeah, 6 of hearts. Gotta head off now as it's getting late. It's been a fun experience. Oh, thank you for dropping by. I appreciate you. Yeah, my streams are usually like this. There's a lot of like ebb and flow, but yeah, I appreciate you coming in. Hope that it was entertaining for you or got you in the feels a little bit. Eesh. Have a good sleep. Or, well, I'm assuming you're going to sleep. I will figure out how to pronounce your name by the next time we meet, I promise. Yeah. Y'all sleep well. I forgot where the hearts at. Hearts. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. You know what the prompt is? Waking up. Y'all. Y'all, these cards, man. What? Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Ow. That's crazy. All right. Well. Oh, you know what? I do have a spreadsheet. I forgot to open the spreadsheet. That's what I need, because that helps me with the notes. That has all the characters and stuff. The cards new. They do. I don't know how, but they do. It's true. Goodness gracious. Okay. All right, so that's cycle 1. Let me, so the town, I already see that was the, let me fill this spreadsheet, was the King of Clubs. And then we had the 3 of Spades. And then we had the 6 of Hearts. I think, yeah, okay. Wake me up inside. That's funny. All right, well, yeah, the game knew somehow. Here we go. The cards just knew what I needed. All right. Standing atop said chat, is there anything more satisfying than carving away a cliffside to put a stone wall tower in it? Ooh. Standing atop said tower. Hello, Pallid. Welcome, welcome. Almost done with this entry. Okay. There's this entry. The last thing the child remembers is the searing pain from the monkey's claws raking against their chest, and their precious music box falling to the ground and playing an almost mournful tune. And then the child awakens, once again in that overgrown shrine. Adora is kneeling off to the side with her eyes closed, but she opens them almost as soon as the child looks her way. You ran into a nasty fate, didn't you? She nods towards the music box that the child still clutches even now. You can use it to return in time, to this moment. None shall remember except for you and I. When the child leaves the shrine, all is as it was. They see the monkey in the forest, and witness the duel between Yggdra and Canby once more. This time the child stays back. Following their loss, Yggdra is frozen in place, but Sir Gwyneth soon returns. There is no tragedy this time, only some embarrassment and regret. Feeling low, the child decides to go elsewhere. They follow Canby back to the grocer's to see the other side of the tale. It aches more than they thought it would, the thought that none but Adora recalled them. Oh, wait. So that's where we're at. Okie dokie. Okay. Okay, so that was the... Yep. Okay. So next, does it go through all 52 cards like this? Not sure why it says cycle 18, 1, 3, 4, 18 times 6. Oh yeah, it's too many. Okay, let's do that, because this is in the second cycle. So I'm going to change the way that the spreadsheet is. Yeah, I think that's good. Because now we're in cycle 2. Cycle continues until the hero resets time. Yeah, okay. Ah, okay. Okay, so now we're in the second cycle. Cool. Yeah, hopefully I don't have to reset time that many times, but I did want that to happen early once, just so the child knows that that's what happens. We still have lots of cards to go. Okay, so now we're back to the town prompts. Actually, let me link. I'm gonna link to this. I think y'all can see it without necessarily seeing any information about me. Not sure. Let me double check. Yeah. I sent it to myself, but as far as I can tell, you can see who owns it. Let me make sure. Yeah, so I believe you can see who owns it. You can see that I have it open, which is fine. But I don't see anything else. Yeah, I have so many Google things at this point. Yeah. Good. It used to have a little bit more details, but when you click on details, all you can see is when it was created. So I think that's fine. All right, so I'm going to link to that in the chat. So this, I mean, it does all of the information I have is here in the journal. But this way, I think having this is nice because y'all can be reminded of the details. You can see which cards I've drawn. It links to the Kurt's itch page, so you can still get the game if you want to. And then as we come up with characters, they'll go in the character keeper. So that's where we're at so far. Okay. Yeah. I had started moon rings last time and I skipped this many pages. I hope that's enough pages to get through this game. It's a lot of writing already, so we'll see. Usually for each of these entries it's somewhere between half a page to a page, so hopefully that's enough, but if not, we'll see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, so it's only half the cards, but I don't necessarily think I'll write a full page for each card, so we'll just see. Yeah, it is fancy, isn't it? It's fun. I love Google Sheets. I love that London made one for ballads. Makes me so happy. I'm a Google Sheets parrot. Okay, let me have a sip. Sip of my coffee. And then let's draw. We're back to the town. Okay. Let's see what we get for the town. Hopefully it doesn't make me cry. Yeah, this is the very end of the movie. 10 of clubs. Okay. Actually, maybe I'll do that. For this particular cycle, because the order is a little bit different. Oh, shoot, hang on. Did it in the wrong place. There. Because the cycle colors are on the left side. Yeah. Start with the hero. We're just gonna not do those. We skipped over those. There. 100% cry incoming. Oh, you already know. Okay. Okay, so this is the 10 of clubs. Back to the town. Okay. 10 of clubs. Art in an unexpected place. Okay. I think there's a new character incoming. Need a name. There's the names. The hazard table. Where's the name tables? affection features, not that. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name too. Whenever we go out, the people always shout, there goes John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. And look what you've done. Okay, no, I have this this D4 caltrops table of names, so I'm gonna use that. 47. And then I guess I can just pick one of them from 47 that I like. 47, the choices are Bean, Ephraim, Kanoi, Pegs, and Tamar. That was my intent. You just wanted to hear me sing that silly song. Bean is kind of cute. Ephraim sounds very fancy. Kanoi, Tamar. I like Tamar. All right, let's do that. So, Tamar. Okay. Say Tamar. I feel like that might be a bit of a small troll, but I feel like Hime knows this. Yeah. A little bit of trolling to keep me on my toes. That's all right. These moments that make me, you know, less sad. So it brings my mood back up. It's good. I'm waiting for a full Tiger Trout song. Oh my gosh, we have to write more. I have to play the game again. I still haven't gotten that Tiger Trout. You know that for a while there, that Tiger Trout video was like my most viewed short. Now there's another one that has more, I think, but it has over 2,000 views. Like 2,000 people have listened to me sing that silly little Tiger Trout song. Yeah, it's practice for the ruthlessness of children. Yeah, exactly. That's why I always say, like, I don't know that there's anything a viewer, like, even if people are coming, I know obviously you're not doing it to be mean, but there's been people that come in before saying, like, rude things to me, and I ban them just because I don't want to deal with it, but it doesn't hurt me. Like, there is absolutely, I'm telling you, there is absolutely nothing you could say to me that would be worse than what a child has said to me. truly the ruthlessness of children. And the ruthlessness of children is that they can say the absolute most insulting things to you, and they're not trying to be insulting. They are not trying to be mean at all. They're just speaking their truth, and they don't care how you feel about it. And if you react badly, like if you get upset or mad, then they're so confused because clearly they did not have bad intent. So how dare you interpret it badly? That's how they view the world. So yeah, I promise there's nothing anyone can ever say to me online that is ever going to be worse than what a child has said. So at worst, I might just not interpret it the way you want. Like sometimes I take things at face value sometimes, but I think I can tell when people are trolling to be mean and when people are just, being silly and fun. Like asking me to name. But you know what? If you had spent channel points, you could have made me name this character John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. There is a redeem for making me name a character, so that's why Yggdra named one of the characters is named Yggdra, because Yggdra did that. Okay, anyways, so the artist from Miles Lee spends most of her days at the grocer drawing. I want to name a shopkeeper Alistair. Whenever we run into a shop, surely we need a shop to buy items to progress the dungeons. Technically, we are at the grocer right now. So I don't, the official store shopkeeper doesn't have a name yet, so we could name the shopkeeper Alistair. Close enough. Yeah, exactly. All right, name generator. Name a shopkeeper. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so I'll put that in the spreadsheet. It is a good name. All right. So there, Alistair is the grocery store manager. It is decided. Oh, it's my middle name. Nice. It's a really cool middle name. What the heck? I always think of Dragon Age when I see that name. Right? I'm very happy with it as my middle name. Yeah. Fun fact, I don't have a middle name. My parents didn't understand what the concept of a middle name was when I was born, so my middle name is blank. I do not have one. Null, yeah. The first time I played Dragon Age, I was like, dude, stole my name. Dude stole my name. Yeah, right? Okay. The town is not especially large. The one grocer is enough to keep everyone supplied and fed, so Tamar, the town artist, is the only artist for miles. She spends most of her days at the grocer, drawing and lettering various labels and posters and such. It's not the best paying job, but she gets to do what she loves. Canby returns from somewhere in a huff. I beat his squire in a duel and he still won't agree to train me. You're still on about that? What, were you expecting him to just dump the squire he has now, just for you? Canby's sullen silence indicates that Tamar hit the mark. She just smiles and shakes her head, exasperated and amused. But then Alistair catches them chatting, so back to her paints she goes. Right. Cool, so that was the town. Introduce some new characters, fleshing out the world. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay. So now we're to the dark. The monkey. Seven of diamonds. Oh, this is the love the monkey wanted, but can't have. Boom. All right, seven of diamonds. Let's see what happens. In the lair, nest, or chambers. Okay. Okay. Poor monkey. Let's see. Just had an idea that we could run a one-shot with Forgotten Ballads that is another Zelda-like set in the setting after you're done with it. Yeah, Forgotten Ballads looks so cool. It's so beautiful. I don't own it, I just have it favorited. Saved somewhere. I did the Kickstarter for both zines, though wish I got the hardcovers because they look so good. I think my favorite part of this building project right now is that there's a scaffolding decoration item, and I've got them placed all over the construction site. And I'm tempted to leave it half finished and leave the scaffolding there. Ooh. It's cool that the scaffolding looks cool enough that you would want to leave it there. Neat. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's it for this entry, I think. Okay. In a dusty attic, in a long-forgotten house nearly fallen to ruin, the monkey sits and stews in resentment. It needs more power to snuff out the sun. The will-o-wisps have been helping it, but the great magic runs on nightmares and thwarted fates. Who is easily led astray? From this fogged-over window the monkey has observed the town for years. Canby, the ambitious grocer boy. Tamar, the artist with lofty dreams. Adeline, the old crone filled with regret. Gwyneth, the prideful knight. Igdra, the bumbling squire, and still many more. So kind of a bit of a filler, but I think it does show the lair that the monkey stays in and kind of talks more about its goals, you know, so I know we talked about like, oh yeah, it's trying to destroy the sun, but exactly how. And it's supposed to be early on in the loop. It's supposed to be kind of quiet like this, and so the just shows the monkey observing the town, and it does have a purpose for what it's doing. You know, it's seeking out people that it can thwart their fates and maybe give them some nightmares, and that's what makes the magic work. You know. Okay, so now we are back to the hero phase, right? Okay. King of Hearts. Surprised they would use this image for the King of Hearts. I feel like it's a missed opportunity for a romantic moment, but that's fine. Okay, King of Hearts. Oh, I put King of Clubs on here twice. Ooh. I messed something up. Oh, it was the Queen of Clubs after, that's why. Okay. Yeah, I typed King twice. There we go. Okay, King of Hearts. Beep, 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 beep. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. King of Hearts, King of Hearts, King of Hearts. To be free. Okay. The box. I don't like holding this up. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Mm-hmm. I expected a mod that makes your quill sound like a keyboard. Oh my gosh, that would be so funny. I don't know how I would get it to register that I was writing. I guess I could just play. Hang on. I have, You've just inspired something. There. We're doing it. Okay. That's pretty cool. I like that. Look. Look at me. Look at me writing and a keyboard sound comes out. That's so funny. I love that. That's so silly. Absolute delight. Okay. Anyway, welcome, London. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Just finish this entry. When this time the monkey comes for Canby, the child is there to intervene. Canby is ambitious, but impulsive. The child instinctively feels that he won't heed a mere warning, so the child instead distracts the monkey and pulls it away from the grocer's. In their first meeting in this turn of the hourglass, the child speaks gently to the monkey, attempting to persuade it. The monkey is not convinced, but leaves for now. Returning to the grocer, the child sees a dejected Canby restocking the shelves. Before them is another child who merely wishes to be free. This time, the child offers help and training to the one who is not a squire. Canby accepts gratefully, and they pass several hours together in the woods. I hear my great-aunt Adeline used to be a magic knight. She was hand-picked by a prince, you know, when she was just a child, but she won't speak of it now for anything. Anyway, thanks. Forget Sir Gwyneth. Maybe a prince will find me, too. For helping Canby find his way, the child is granted a mask of confidence. It will give the child strength of will, even in the grimmest of situations. So we got our first mask. Yay! Da-da-da-da. Okay. Thought that was nice and inspiring. We helped out little Canby, who just wanted to be a knight, and now it's like, forget Sir Gwyneth. We helped one person, at least in this timeline. Nice. Okay. So that was the hero phase. So now we're back to the town. Yeah, I thought that was a nice, like, relatively simple problem, because some of the Majora's Mask problems are really that simple. Like, you're just in a good place at the good time, you know. Da-na-na-na. Yeah. Gonna lurk in and out, but hope you have a great session. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm just hoping nothing makes me cry. We already had a very sad, heavy moment earlier, so... yeah. I love it. I'm filling up this little TTRPG book. I'm excited. Very excited. Okay. So we're gonna pull for the town now. Ooh. Ooh. Got King of Hearts, but it's a clubs that has a kiss on it. What is up with that? Okay, 6 of clubs. Okay. Okay, 6 of clubs, 6 of clubs. Just do it that way, actually. Okay. The town. No. Oh no, we just. Hmm? Wait. King of Hearts. The hero, town, dark, hero. Oh yeah, we're doing the town now. Okay, I got confused. Okay. Town. 6 of clubs. Okay, a worker's meal. Okay. Yeah. Do-do-do-do. Okay. Okay, I need another name. I made one up just now, but I want like a proper name for this person, this other person. 68. Oops, I smudged it. Oopsies. It's probably all over my hand. I just realized I think the ink actually got on the dice, but that's okay. Ooh, I didn't see what I just got. It was like, I think it was 52. Where you are? I know this is like kind of a lot to come out of a prompt that was like about a meal, but hey, the mind goes where it goes, and I did want to bring this other character back. It led me in this direction, so it's fine. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Canby is, as usual, tasked with delivering Adeline's meal to her. When he enters the library, she seems to be arguing with a man in fancy attire. He doesn't mean to eavesdrop, but the name Baron Winthrop comes up enough that Canby can hazard a guess as to the man's identity. I have nothing to say to a lackey of the third prince, Adeline hisses. Addie, listen, don't make his highness your enemy. He did that himself. How can I trust him after what he did to Prince Briles? Fine, but when they come for you, don't say I didn't warn you. The Baron leaves after that, not even sparing Canby a glance. Canby awkwardly delivers the food to his great-aunt, who says nothing to explain or deflect. Are the third prince's men really coming here? Prince Dancel was not known for generosity or kindness. "Don't worry your empty little head over it now. I'll protect the town, come what may." So she always had, and perhaps always would. Right. Food is an inspiring topic. Too true, too true. All right. Okay. All right. Now that was the town. So now we go back to the dark. Let me have some of my coffee before the ice completely melts. Don't worry, there's plenty of other people in town that I will eventually like move and focus on. But you know, if you think about Majora's Mask, a lot of times, your first several times you're looping, you're focusing on one set of people, right? And then once you solve their problems and get the masks, you kind of move on to another set of people. So I know right now we're really stuck on the knight and the little grocer's boy and stuff, but don't worry, we will now that we've solved Canby's problem, I did want to bring in Adeline's character for a little bit more development, but we might move on to a different part of town, so don't worry. Oh, I've written a lot already, huh? Okay. Keep smudging things. I guess it's cool. It's very aesthetic. And I do go in and add stickers and stuff later, but oh, these are my pages for where I want to talk about Astro Prisma and stuff. I need to add more things to this list. I keep forgetting. I mean, I have other lists on Itch and stuff, but I like the idea of filling this out. I could probably check off a couple of these now, because I've played these two. I've played Fabula Ultima technically, so I can check some of these off, but yeah. I'm writing so much for this, though, I'm really not leaving myself a lot of room for stickers. I wonder what the Knight's mask is, right? We'll see. I don't know what his problem is. We haven't quite gotten there yet. Like, Canby's problem, his wish, was like wanting to train and wanting to be a knight, and he sort of came to terms with that, but we've been introduced to other characters who we know a little bit about them, but not enough. Like, we can't really say that Sir Gwyneth's problem is about, like, his squire embarrassing him. Like, that's not the root of his problem. That's just a thing that happens, and so it'll be interesting to see. Okay, so to the dark. Let's draw another card. The Four of Spades. Not gotten a spades card in a minute, so that's kind of nice. Okay. It's like, you really ought to be more careful, you know. Even the Witch of the Waste is on the prowl. That's the card. That's the scene. Alright. Okay. Let's see here. This is Four of Spades. Through shame, invisible. Through shame, invisible. Are those supposed to go together? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll kind of put these together. All right. The words are together in like with a comma, but I don't necessarily want to put them together. Man, I love how my handwriting looked in this Magus play. That was when I used my calligraphy nib. Doesn't that instantly look so cool? This looks more everyday, but it doesn't look nearly as cool as this wide nib that I used. All the stickers and stuff. Too bad we destroyed the world, huh, Goblin? Okay. The world is unnecessary, to be honest. True. Easily replaced, I think. Overrated, for sure. Just for the best, I think. have to wait for this ink to dry a little bit before I turn the page. Shoot. I want to keep writing, but I can't. Gotta wait for it to dry. La 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 la. Is the ink dry yet? No, almost. La 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 la. Tiger trout, tiger trout. That's what fish are all about. For the bundle, the tiger trout. If you're not in the bundle, I do not care about you. It was tough writing a song, man. Okay, looks dry. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The tiger trout only wants clout. Oh, that's the word. A trout, clout, sprout, about. I was trying to think of other words that rhyme with trout. That's why it's in the bundle. It wants clout. Peace, mother. Bye. Okay, you read this part, and you get a little bit more insight as to the monkey's goals and stuff. The monkey drifts through town after meeting the child, its wooden mind racing. Why did the child seem so familiar? Why did that space in the monkey's chest ache so when the child gently reached out their hand? The monkey remembers another child, crueler, the one who left it behind. Shame burns through it when it thinks of how tempted it was to take that outstretched hand. How could it, after all it has experienced? Snapping out of its thoughts, the monkey finds the Baron trying to leave town. The will-o-wisps destroy the Baron's carriage wheel, trapping him here for at least another night. This gives the monkey time to infiltrate the man's dreams, to twist them and feed upon the negative energy that results. The old crone. She means to defy the third prince to the end, the Baron sees in his nightmare. The monkey slowly claps its wooden paws in a rhythmic dirge. None must be allowed to escape, to flee the darkening days, for all must share in this tragic fate. I feel that, like, it makes me sad every time I have to do the monkey scenes, and I know I'm bringing it upon myself because I'm the one writing them and interpreting the prompts this way, but, like, dang. Ouch. That hits me. That hurts the bird. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I think we're gonna do one more. Let's go ahead and finish the hero the hero prompt, and then that's where we're going to stop for today. Because I this is taking a lot of my creativity, shall we say, and so I want to make sure that I have space for the story to breathe. And if I kind of run through a whole bunch of entries in one go, I think I don't think that it gives the story time to breathe. So I think that this will be a game that I play for a while, for like across several streams, because I don't want it to end just yet. I want time for things to develop and for me to be able to give each scene and each character the attention and the creativity that I want them to have. And so I think this is a good stopping point. Well, not right now, but after I finish this next prompt, and I think that'll be a good place to stop, because I think it's important that I end on the cycle beats. The brain cell needs time to recharge. Yes, you're the one who makes this dark sympathetic. It's true. But I rolled that it's a or actually, did I roll? No, you guys chose it. You guys voted for the discarded toy, of course. How you've all seen Toy Story? You all watched Toy Story 2? You all saw that song, When She Loved Me. Like, you can't. Oh my gosh. Every time I watch that scene from Toy Story 2, I cry. Every time on that song. It doesn't matter. I've seen it so many times. I cry every single time. This is you made me make Jessie the villain in a Legend of Zelda themed, fighting. This makes me so sad. I hope we can have a happy ending. We'll see. We'll see where the story takes us. But gosh, like I said last time, these prompts are so evocative every time, man. I can't. I do want to. I haven't posted the VODs for the last time I played this game, but I need to process some of my VODs. But something I want to start doing that I hadn't up until that the Midnight Muscadines stream is that I do want to edit my playthroughs, because there's a lot of this part that I can speed up a little bit. Like I can cut out some of the parts where I'm just sitting around, the parts where we're just chatting at the beginning. Like that's fun for the stream, but as like an actual play, when I post it on YouTube, I do want to edit some of these parts out. So that I will do before I post the first one, and then I'll post this one later. But yeah, I'm always behind on my VODs. It's a tough life, so I'll work on that, because I do want that up. Like, I want more people to know about this game. I don't know. I can't be the only person having this strong of a feeling and this strong of an experience. It hurts so good. We are the evil ones. Yeah, it's true. Okay. So let's do this last hero phase, and then that's where we're gonna stop for today. So nice, about a little over 3 hour streams. That'll be good. That'll give me some time to prepare for tomorrow and do some other things, because I am traveling. We're playing Elden Ring tomorrow. It's gonna be an early stream, but I think it'll be good. Okay, what do we got? Jack of Diamonds. What does her face look like? Oh, because it's raining. Yeah, it was raining in the scene. The evil was the empathy inside us all along. What empathy? One day you will be ahead with your VODs. Probably not. There's some VODs from like that still had my old model, that I still haven't uploaded. But I guess there's some series people aren't as interested in. So I might not upload everything, especially, certain games that I don't think necessarily need to be uploaded. So it's okay. I don't need that VOD channel to be complete. There's some things that are just, don't necessarily have to upload it. There's some stuff, and that's why I feel okay with trimming these streams for the VOD, is because we shared a lot of moments on stream together, and that's, special for us, and that doesn't mean it has to be in the VOD. So I don't think I'll ever be ahead with them. I have too many. But yeah, okay, so Jack of Diamonds. Okay. Let's see what that is. A plan comes to fruition. It's good. I'm gonna interpret that as the the monkey's plan comes to fruition, and now the hero has to deal with it. Okay. Yeah, Husburb is almost done drawing the art for my other game, so I might spend a couple hours tonight because I have to get this done before I leave, because otherwise May is going to end. So I might work on that after this. So if any of you are still around, I might do a little productivity session inside the Discord. So if you want to hang out with me when I'm doing that, doing page layouts and such. Was this merely a prank of the print? I'll be down. I got locked into another hyper focus. Ah, that's good. Well, I don't know if that's good, but good that you'll be down, I guess. It'll be my first time doing layout, so hopefully I do okay. Part of me wants to go ahead and try using Affinity Publisher, but then another part of me wants to just, it's the first time. Maybe I'll just do it on Canva, but I probably shouldn't do that. I don't know, at the same time, maybe I should just use Canva because this isn't going to print or anything, so I think it should be fine. I tell myself that, but also continue to use Canva. It is just so easy to use. But I know that eventually, especially if I want Ballads of Dawn to go to print, I probably need to learn how to use it, but it's tough. Better head to bed now. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome. Thanks so much for coming in and hanging out. It was a very strange, chill stream. I think this is probably I don't know how else to handle games that are journaling like this, but I'm always worried that people will get bored while I'm writing. But I think a lot of times people watch my stream, that they're not watching my stream, watching it, but you've got it in the background while you're doing other things. Because nobody's ever complained. Actually, that's not true. Somebody did complain once when I was playing Astro Prisma. They were like, this is so boring, but I don't think that they were a TTRPG person. And I was like, sorry, you can go find an FPS streamer to watch if this is too boring for you. It's just the way it is. Yeah, so I'm learning to just let go of it. And if you can take a moment and know oh, well, Hime's writing, I can go get a snack and go do something else for a little bit and just listen, and then when I hear them talking again, then I know to tune back in. And I think that's fine. It's a nice rhythm. And I think that it's nice to have options, because there's tons of streamers out there playing very high-paced, fast-paced games and such, and I think sometimes having a different kind of stream like this can be nice. At least that's what I think. Sometimes it's me, this is my way of analyzing my own streams too, but I'll have it playing while I do something so I can kind of hear the volume and see how it went. And I don't know, if there was another streamer like me that did streams like this, I would watch it. I would definitely put it on while I was cleaning or reading or writing or something. So maybe not reading, but doing other things. So hopefully that's what this stream can be for y'all too. Do you want me to add a Minecraft parkour in the video in the corner for you? I know, right? That's what the fishing game is there for, right? You can do some fishing. That's exciting. Oh, I've been seeing this like one streamer game that people are doing. It's like a retro RPG type thing. I'm gonna see if I can put that in sometime. It'll be fun. Okay, anyway. Speaking of fish. Ooh, a streaked spine foot. That's funny. Fish don't have feet. It doesn't have any feet for spines to be on. I forgot the fish was there. How could you? Ooh, a yellow tang. Oh, that's really nostalgic. My dad used to keep a fish tank, and he had a yellow tang and a blue tang. There were 2 yellow tangs, so we called one Dart and the other one Dash. It's kind of nostalgic. My favorite part of the fishing game is it's actually called lurk bait. It's funny. Funny stories recently. Last weekend when I was hanging out with my brother, he was like, you know, you got this fancy PC and you're always playing this fishing game. How is that maximizing your graphics card? And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, that fishing, lurk bait fishing, you're always on it. I was like, okay. And I explained what it is. I'm like, it's not an actual game. It's like a stream overlay so my viewers can fish. And then he was like, oh my gosh. Oh, okay. He thought that was so funny. He was like, you spend hours a day playing this fishing game. What a waste of your new graphics card. That was funny. You know what he told me? He said that sometimes he'll just have my stream on. I didn't even know he knew what my channel was, but he said sometimes he'll just have my stream on while he's cooking or something because when he hears my voice in the background, it makes it feel like I'm there hanging out with him. Oh, little bro. Imagine all the fish a good GPU can render. I know, right? Actually, you know what? Does this game even have graphics settings? Can I turn up the graphics settings on lurkbait? It is cute. I know, right? Cute. That's so sweet. I know sometimes he can be quite cute. Actually, I have a very good relationship with my brother. It's just I don't have any other siblings. It's just the 2 of us, and so we went through a period when we were really young, like really little, when we didn't get along, because he and I are really close in age, but especially once I got into at least, late elementary time, we've just been best friends ever since then. When I was really depressed in college, he was my, the only friend that I had for several years. We just have to add high-res 4K fish textures. Oh my gosh, you're right. I already have high detail. I have it on ultra. It's pretty funny. Ooh, nope, that's highest resolution. Y'all, I can't make the graphics any better than they all already are. I feel like all close age siblings don't get along at some point. Yeah, because there's a time when you're trying to figure out your boundaries, Like when we were we went through these phases. So when we were really little, he was attached to me at the hip, always following after me. There's all these really cute home videos where my dad is trying to interview him. So he's got my brother sitting on the couch and is trying to ask him some questions. He did this thing where every so often he would ask us these questions and record it. And so he was trying to ask my brother these questions. My brother just kept asking about me, where is my sister? Where is she? And then my dad's like, well, don't worry about that. Answer my questions. And then my brother would start like ugly crying. And then when he got to mid elementary, it went the opposite direction, where I think that it was like a little embarrassing to be that close to your sister, because I remember there was only 1 year where we were in the same elementary school for various reasons, and every time I would get really excited, like, hey, hi, and he would like pretend not to know me. When we passed by in the halls. And that made me really mad. And so there was like a period of time where we didn't get along. I don't know, there's just a bit of friction. And then my mom is a very funny lady, Mama Burb. And so at one point we were arguing, like smacking each other in the car or something. And she pulls into this like construction site looking place, pulls over on the side of the road and is like, okay, since you guys can't get along, I don't want to raise you anymore. It's too much trouble. So you can leave and go each find a different family to live with. Then you guys don't have to be together and argue all the time anymore. Goodbye. So she kicked us out of the car, dropped us off at that construction site, and actually drove away. She left us there for, I don't know, as a kid, it felt like a long time, but she said that it was literally like only 5 minutes. But she like turned, she came back, and we were like holding on to each other and crying. And so she was like, okay, are you going to fight anymore? Are you going to fight anymore? Because if you keep fighting, then you're going to have to find a new home. And of course, we were like hugging each other, like, no, we won't fight anymore. We love each other. She's like, okay, now hug and make up. You know, the 90s. Yeah, exactly. Parents could not get away with that now. But yeah, so, and then anytime we started to argue, she'd be like, oh, so you guys want to find a new home? You guys want to live somewhere else? You want a new home? And then we're like, no, we're not fighting. Like, and then, but that was a very short period of time, I feel like. And then after that, we just went back to being best friends. And I still consider him like maybe my best friend. He knows me better than any human being on this planet. And I think kind of same goes to him and for me to him. And even though he lives far away now, and, you know, we kind of lost touch a lot after I finally moved out of our parents' house. And especially after he got into medical school and everything, because his medical school was so far from here. And so we don't talk as much anymore, but that closeness is, you know, is still there. And yeah, he's really important to me. But yeah, that is a little messed up, isn't it? Like every time I tell this story, people are like, what? She actually drove off. Like, yeah, she did. Not for very long, but it was, you know, it got the point across. With sometimes, you know, you gotta like F around and find out kind of situation, you know? Because my brother and I are both very stubborn. I feel like unless she did something that extreme, we would have just kept fighting, you know? Yeah, it worked. It did. It worked for sure, because it was scary, you know? But my mom, you know, it's my brother and I are very different people. And there were times where, so when I was a kid, there were times that I did something that I wasn't supposed to do, and she would be like, all right, I'm gonna kick you out of the house, pack your clothes, and you're gonna go live somewhere else, right? And so but I would just cling to her leg and be like, no, mom, I'm sorry, I love you. She told me, I used to say this in Vietnamese, I would tell her, basically, I would be like, no, please don't kick me out. When I grow up, I'll give you half of my money and I'll take care of you. Please don't kick me out. I'm sorry. And so she would give in. Well, so then when my brother got to that age, when he did something he wasn't supposed to do, she used the same tactic. She's like, well, it worked on the first kid, so let's use it on the second kid. So she'd be like, all right, get out. I'm kicking you out. Pack your clothes. You can leave. And then what she was expecting was for him to like cry and beg her and be like, I'm sorry, mom. But he didn't. He went into his room and got a little bag and stuffed some clothes in it. And then he went and sat in front of the house on the porch, just crying. And then my mom was like, oh crap, what if the neighbors think that like I'm actually kicking him out or I'm abusing him or something? Okay, but she didn't want to apologize or to tell him to come in because that's like against her pride, you know? So she sent me out. She's like, okay, go out there and tell your brother he can come in now, right? Go get him, right? So then I went out to the doorstep and I'm like, you can come in now. And he's just like, no, I have to stay here. My mom told me I have to leave the house, and he wouldn't come back inside. So she had to come out and like apologize to him and bring him back inside when he's the one that did something bad in the first place. But she was like, it was a lot of those moments that she realized that he and I have very different temperaments, and you can't raise children the same way because each child has like a very different personality and temperament and what works. So she was all like, yeah, cool, second kid, we're gonna do all the same things. And then that did not work. Makes for a funny story. There's a TTRPG in here somewhere, probably. Yeah. For a large part of my life, there was a period where my brother and I shared a room and we had a bunk bed. And then we had these little Jack and Jill rooms where we had separate rooms that we shared. So I had my room, and then we had like a little sink, and then our two sink areas were adjoined by this little shower toilet area. So we shared a shower and a toilet, but we had separate rooms and separate sinks to brush our teeth and stuff. And so very large part of my life, I could just cross over to my brother's room and talk to him, or vice versa, you know. So I remember times when he was in high school and he would just come into my room to vent to me about stuff, and he was always right there, just 10 feet away, you know. And I remember when I first moved out, how that was the most difficult part for me, was anytime I was like going through something and wanted to talk to him, he wasn't right there anymore. And I think that was really tough. And I know now we have phones and stuff, so it's a little bit easier. But yeah, I'll always reflect really fondly on those times. And I know how, I don't know if blessed is the right word, but I'm really grateful that I have such a good relationship with my brother, because like somebody was saying, a lot of 64, right? That not a lot of close age siblings have times where they don't get along. And I have a lot of friends who have close age siblings that they absolutely, even now in adulthood, like they cannot stand them. They can't get along at all. And I just can't imagine not having my brother in my corner, you know. And even my cousins are like siblings to me, and I have a very big family, and that's always been a very important part in my life. And I can't imagine not having that, or there being a timeline where my brother and I don't get along, you know. Kids in the 90s, roll for parent marital status, roll for number of siblings, right? Oh my gosh, yeah, we could take ballads and make it like 90s version. The game of life meets ballads, that'd be funny. Okay, anyway, so what was I doing? I got very sidetracked. I don't know, why did we even start talking about my brother anyways? I'm not sure how we got on this topic. Oh well, whatever. So it goes. Okay, the child didn't help Yggdrasil. You mentioned he watched your stream. Oh, gotcha. Yes, okay. No, but why did we talk about that? How did he even come up? I don't know. Okay. VHS of Dawn, Fish Games graphics card. Oh, yep, there you go. Thank you, Mr. Chef. Yeah, that's because we were talking about the graphics card, and then we were talking about my brother shading me for playing fishing games with a new graphics card. Thank you. See, I don't remember this stuff. Y'all remember better than me. that's it for that. All right, so let's read that. What I have returned. What have I missed? Sad monkey. Oh no. Also, a mask was claimed. I did find a mask. That's true. A lot happened. I feel like the plot really progressed this time around. Yeah. Okay, so let me read this entry, and then I'll do like a little recap of what happened, and then that will be it for today. Oh my gosh, I ended up like reminiscing about my childhood for a good almost half an hour. Goodness gracious. Okay, the child sees the monkey destroy the Baron's carriage wheel, but is unable to stop it. Was this just a prank or a prelude to something more sinister? The child can see the monkey's desperation and loneliness. Perhaps it can still be persuaded. Going back into the town square that evening, the child happens upon a dejected-looking Yggdra tending to Sir Gwyneth's horse. The child didn't help Yggdra in this timeline yet, so they strike up a conversation, wishing to ease the squire's disappointment. Sometimes I think Sir Gwyneth cares about his horse more than me. You should see how he is when the horse gets sick. Yggdra sighs. The child tries to comfort them, but to no avail. Remembering the mask they now carry, the child musters up their courage to give them a pep talk. After all, in the past, the knight had been searching for Yggdra when the monkey attacked him. Would someone who didn't care search with such reckless abandon? But the child can hardly use that anecdote as reference. So they resolve to find some other way to help Sir Gwyneth and Yggdra bridge this chasm between them. Alright, so that's what is going on. Okay, so let me recap what happened in this scene. Where's it? Okay. Oh, yeah, we wrote a lot. Let's see. So this is what I wrote on the last stream, which was, I guess some of them were kind of short. Oh, no, I got to here too. Okay. Yeah, so last stream we wrote about 1, 2, 4, 5 pages, and this time we wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages. So wrote a little bit more this time, even though I think technically I wrote that. Was it the same number? No, we wrote actually one less prompt. No, just kidding. I lied. We wrote more prompts this time, so that makes sense. Okay, so basically what happened in this stream, or in this session, is that we got a little bit more backstory on the characters that have appeared so far, so understanding that Sir Gwyneth didn't actually mean to leave Yggdra behind in the last one. So basically when Yggdra and Canby had their duel and Yggdra lost, Sir Gwyneth felt really like embarrassed, because it's like, well, this is the squire that I chose and I trained, and you lost against this guy, like this dude, some random kid that's never been trained before. So he was kind of embarrassed, but he didn't mean to like actually leave Yggdra or to like abandon them or anything. And so the scene we have is that Sir Gwyneth almost immediately turns around, but what had happened was that the child, the hero, seeing Yggdra so dejected over like seemingly being abandoned, they took the child away and were like, hey, I'll help you train, and so you can impress the knight, and he won't be mad at you anymore. So they left. And so in this scene, this is right after that, and so Sir Gwyneth was like looking all over for them and couldn't find them. And so while he's doing that, the monkey gets really upset, because the monkey is like, well, when you get abandoned, you're supposed to stay abandoned. And if the knight regrets his actions and goes back and finds the squire, then what does that say about me, who got abandoned forever? And so the monkey has the will-o-wisps that work for it startle Sir Gwyneth's horse, which has him fall from the horse and he dies. And right then, this is witnessed by Yggdra and the child. And so the monkey, seeing all this, then tries to attack the child, because the monkey is just like filled with anger and upset at this point. But the Yggdra tries to shield the child, and so the monkey only kind of swipes at the child's chest, which does cause the child to fall backwards, drops the music box, and when the music box opens and plays the song, that's what causes time to go backwards. No, the child does not have a name. We've just been calling them the child. I think it's fine for them not to have a name. It kind of feels very legend-ish for the child not to have a name. Yeah, the child does not have a name, the monkey does not have a name. We just call them the child and the monkey. Everybody else has a name. But yeah, so then the music box playing causes time to rewind back. And so the child wakes up again back at the shrine where we have what's her name? I already forgot. Adora, which is like this mysterious young woman who, even though we went back in time, Adora seems to know. So she seems to remember, and she even says to the child, like, when you play the music box, we'll go back in time and nobody will remember anything that happened except for you and me, basically. What if we play the music box in reverse to go forward in time? Because remember, there's different songs you could play in Legend of Zelda. Yeah, I think that will come up, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because this game is inspired by Majora's Mask, and so I definitely want to play with that mechanic later. It's just that a music box is a little different, but yeah, I think you could definitely wind the music box in a way to get it to play faster or something, but we'll see. I don't know if I want to introduce that as a mechanic, because I feel like, especially because the characters are mostly children, I don't want to overcomplicate things, you know. But anyway, so then the child wakes up, talks to Adora, and they realize when they go back through town through the woods that time really did just go back, and so everything that happened got reset. Maybe there's little music discs that can be inserted to play different songs. Oh, maybe. It tends to run on a little wheel, so I think you could like forcefully spin it to go faster. I don't know about reversing. They could be changed out. That could be an interesting thing to explore. Maybe we'll have to look into that. But yeah, so after that, the child kind of ruminates on like, it's a little lonely going through this and nobody remembering me except Adora, because they had made friends with Yggdra in the last timeline and trained with them, and now Yggdra doesn't know who they are, right? And then we get a little bit more about Canby, as well as Tamar, who is this artist girl who, she works all over town, but she mostly works at the grocer. She makes labels and she draws posters of the different produce and stuff, and so she's got big dreams, but she comes in and we see her interacting with Canby a little bit. And then we got a little bit more backstory about the monkey whose lair is inside a dusty attic. You could probably guess that it's the home that they lived in with their child way back when. But it talks about, or kind of has this inner monologue about needing more power to snuff out the sun. And the monkey gains power by giving people nightmares or thwarting their fates that they're supposed to have. So all this negative energy gives it power to destroy, like snuff out the sun. Yeah, admittedly, there's enough with the masks. Yeah, that's true. I don't want to introduce too many different mechanics to overcomplicate things, because we have a finite amount of time. When the cards run out, then the story like forcibly ends, you know. So, but yeah, so then we got a little bit about that monkey's point of view, and then this time, instead of focusing on Yggdra right away, the child decides to help Canby. And so they train Canby, who tells them about how Adeline, who is the old woman who runs the magical library, used to be a magic knight, but she doesn't like talking about it anymore. Enough power to snuff out the sun. I can do that for one corn chip. Oh my gosh, only one corn chip? You're so powerful. I got lots of corn chips. Now I want a mask to track negative energy so we can find people who need help. That might come up. 64 is always full of cool ideas. Yeah, so we'll see what other masks come up. But yeah, so after helping Canby kind of resolves that inner turmoil he had and realizes, like, it doesn't matter if Sir Gwyneth acknowledges me or not, because my great aunt got picked by a prince who was passing by, so as long as I work hard, like, my opportunity will come someday. And so helping Canby resolve that emotional knot, the child gains this mask of confidence. And this mask of confidence is going to give the child some strength of will, even in the grimmest of moments. So it's not like a particularly powerful mask per se, but it's something that inspires confidence. And that's what, the main character's a child. Sometimes they need that confidence, So then you get to see this other scene where you see this man, Baron Winthrop, talking to Adeline, and you get a little bit more backstory about Adeline, who apparently was loyal to another prince, but now the third prince is kind of after her, right? So that came out. But she says that don't worry, she'll protect the town no matter what. So then the monkey sees that the Baron is a good target, so the monkey does some stuff so that the Baron is forced to stay in town. And then the monkey is able to influence the Baron's nightmares in a way that could have some bad repercussions later. And then the last part is the part that I just wrote with the child talking to Yggdra and not being able to resolve Yggdra's problems right away, but understanding like, okay, what Yggdra wants is like acceptance and acknowledgement from Sir Gwyneth. And so let's find a way, because Sir Gwyneth obviously does care about Yggdra. Yggdra just can't see that. And so now the child has a goal of like, okay, how can we like get these two to understand? But yeah, with confidence comes courage. Yeah, exactly. There's a reason I'm a forever DM, and it's not because I don't want to be. I see. Yeah. Well, I really appreciate you coming into my streams and giving me ideas and stuff, because I know that I'm playing a solo game, so I'm kind of my own DM, but still, part of the reason why I like streaming these is getting input and ideas from y'all. And so in a way, it feels like we're all playing together, you know? Like, yeah, I know I'm writing to the prompts and everything, but there's been so many times where you guys have inspired me or given me different ideas and things. And so it's a very different feeling playing these solo TTRPGs on stream versus when I play them on my own. And so I really enjoy that interaction. But yeah, so that's where we're at for today. I'm gonna put this bookmark in it. So I said this earlier, not all of you were here, so I will say that I'm really enjoying the pacing of this game, and so I think I might continue this way. I don't want to overdo it because I want there to be enough breathing room in between sessions for my creativity to flow. And so even though it's still early and, you know, I could keep playing, I like where it is now, and I don't want to overdo it and like burn out all of my creativity. So that's where we're at for now. Chat is the DM now. I just get to sit here and come up with cool ideas and don't have to do anything with them. It's perfect. That's so funny. Okay, hang on. Whoa, I just knocked over the camera. My bad. Okay, so let's swap scenes really quick. Don't worry, we're not ending just yet. I'm gonna chat a little bit. Ugh. Okay, knocked over all my pistachios. Okay. Ooh. All right, so I hope you all enjoyed that. I greatly enjoyed that. Feel like a lot of things happened. That was so cool. I have some ideas in mind, but there's mysteries even for myself, right? Like I have some idea, earthquake, oh no. I have some ideas of, for example, who the monkey's child was, but I kind of want to see where the prompts take me to. So even though I have some idea of who that child is, if the prompts and the plot take me in a different direction, I'm okay with that. I'm really not attached to anything. I'm really trying to let the prompts guide me into populating this town and seeing all that happens, you know? So I think that'll be really cool. Something I did want to talk about is that June 27th and 28th, I am participating in the, it's like a, what is it called? It's like the VTuber Summer Slam. Let me find the picture. And I want to talk about it because see what y'all think. That's not it. Where is it? Okay, let me get it. So I'm going to talk about it. Zerg. That's not the one. Okay. I don't know if I have a... Okay. Okay, let me share this really quick. We can talk about it. Yeah. ダメだね。ダメよ。ダメなのよ。